Hi, my name is Jessica Poulos, and this is my action research proposal. For my professional practice, I was placed at Fairfield West Public School. The following data of the school presented is conducted from the annual report of my school. Through this data, it is evident that the school carries students from diverse backgrounds and low socio-educational advantage. Fairfield West Public School measures with School Excellence Framework, which includes three important ideas of learning, teaching, and leading. These three key ideas help schools further improve within their classrooms. The strategic directions include a student centered approach and professional development to help students grow through focused pedagogies, as well as quality teaching with literacy and numeracy in specific English for this action research proposal. The teacher effectively presented an open and collaborative learning environment for students. Around the classroom, there were students' work presented around to show and acknowledge their hard work and learning abilities. Students had the choice of sitting at a group-based table or move around in learning areas. This allowed students to work comfortably and at their own pace. Behavioral strategies were evident and placed through the use of dojo points, which encouraged students to take control over their behavioral choices when engaging in the lesson or working independently and collaboratively. In the lesson, there was a corner that the teacher and students used for guided reading and writing. This area allowed the teacher to have groups of 3 students at a time to guide students' reading and writing. This not only allowed students to grow and enhance their learning with intense help, but also allowed the teacher to understand all students' abilities and learning goals. Additionally, when a teacher understands where their students are at educationally, they can effectively help students achieve higher. The classroom was evidently diverse. A handful of students demonstrated high achieving excellence in literacy, while there were also students that needed further guidance and teacher support. Additionally, the rest of the classroom students demonstrated and achieved a sound understanding of literacy. All students were able to demonstrate and display their work by documenting through the school program Seesaw. However, reasoning in the classroom was noticed to be a future-focused pedagogical goal within students' problem-solving learning and understanding. This is because most students were displayed and documented their work, but failed to show the underlining of their work. How did they achieve this? How did they know and understand this work? Moreover, through classroom activities, students constantly enjoyed collaborative work, and all students were able to work well together throughout different ability groups. Students were highly engaged through effective teaching and engaging practices. Additionally, dojo points were also a great and effective way to contain behavioral management during seated floor introductory and reflection time, as well as individual table seated work. In saying that, often it was difficult to recognize whether students were truly in or on task during the lesson. To extend on that, students in the classroom future focused goals include further evidence of reasoning and deeper task engagement. These two key ideas are highly important as it increases students' learning and skills effectively. I have decided to implement purposeful technology integrations as it is apparent and significant for students' learning achievements within the classroom in the 21st century. Purposeful technology integration works well with high cognitive, high effective, and high operative in the MEE framework, as technology is increasingly engaging within the classroom. Additionally, the MEE framework is an effective tool to engage in as a teacher, as it can be used as developing implements that integrate a variety of pedagogical foundations. Purposeful technology integration within the classroom is also highly effective and encourages students to learn through new and innovative methods. Given that classrooms are constantly changing, specifically around technology, thus the emphasis on the importance of technology integration within the classroom. Technology integration also promotes and encourages extended learning opportunities. In specific, this allows students to collect and access a variety of material to expand on their learning and understanding and skills. However, most importantly, as Carlo and Orlando 2015 mentioned, it is important to use technology effectively to purposefully promote future-focused pedagogies. Therefore, it is not merely based on using the integration of technology, but how you use it and integrate its significance within the classroom to enhance learning. Additionally, through purposeful integrated technology, teachers can present content that is more exciting and meaningful, which can draw deeper student engagement and in-task learning. These are my 3 learning experiences in which I have integrated. Throughout the 3 lessons, purposeful English syllabus content has been adapted to the learning lessons. Work samples, conversation, and observation has also been shown throughout the 3 learning experiences, which will further be discussed. After the first and second lesson, students will independently document their work onto the school program Seesaw. At the end of each lesson, as a class, we will go through different students' work and ask the students to explain their work and why they have uploaded this. Different ability students will be asked to share their work. All data will be saved and documented for the teacher on the Seesaw program. Observation will be implemented while students are completing their work independently. As a teacher, it is important to observe students' learning. Utilizing the guided reading and writing corner, the teacher will ask small groups of students to the guided reading every few minutes so that the teacher can examine and observe their learning abilities. For further observation, I will walk around and check up on students when they are working in pairs so that I can analyze their understanding of the content through their presented language. Through the school program Seesaw, I will be collecting voice recorded discussion at the end of each lesson. After each lesson, I will create a lesson folder that will include all students' documented work and include a recorded reflective discussion. During the class reflective discussion, I will also encourage and ask open-ended questions based on the lesson's learning criteria. Evaluation of students' engagement will be developed from the observational schedule and notes table. These elements link with the 3 factors of the MEE framework as markers of engagement. The 3 learning foundations, as mentioned prior, are high cognitive, high affective, and high operative. Syllabus outcomes will also be used as guided markers of achievement. Through my presented data collection criteria, I will display a variety of markers of engagement and disengagement. Additionally, these will examine students' engagement levels and abilities. Moreover, through open-ended questions and student curiosity, which develops on the conversational criteria, work samples link to the markers of engagement as it builds on students' deeper knowledge and their eagerness to learn. Additionally, all criteria link to achieve and examine students' engagement within the English content. Procedurally engaged is described as a marker of disengagement. New South Wales Department of Education and Training 2006. As such, students explore a sound level of engagement with the content. Therefore, students will not firmly meet or achieve the learning indicator from each criterion, as different changes and levels of achievement will be displayed in each of the criteria analysis. Implementing this action research has a variety of implications for my professional development. Action research allows me, as a teacher, to understand my future focused teaching pedagogical goals. Action research focuses on changing teaching practices to make it much more consistent with the pedagogical aim, as well as realizing the aspirations to encourage a reconstruction on the theory practices. In saying that, through designing this action research, I have the opportunity to gain colleague feedback. Van den Berg, Ross, and Bajard 2014 mention learning from colleagues is a critical factor in helping teachers improve their classroom and teaching practices. Through the Standard 6.3 in the Australian Professional Standards for Teachers, I can receive constructive feedback to further improve my practices. Moreover, through my experiences of low socio-educated advanced students, I realized the importance of differentiated learning for each student, which meets the standards 1.3, 6.2, and 6.4 in the EDSL 2011 teaching standards. Additionally, by carrying out my action research, I will be able to effectively recognize and acknowledge a variety of teaching styles, like purposeful technology integration, which meets standards 1.5 and 2.6, EDSL 2011. Overall, I am determined to achieve and develop a future-focused teaching style as a teacher and to utilize action research to further improve my teaching practices within the classroom. Thank you for attending my action research.